Hey guys, this Q&A is about the best signal to your amplifier.
Dun dun dun.
Boom, boom, boom. All right guys, so like we said, what's the best signal? And let's just get into the question. This is from Tim Clark from Facebook. What's the best way to get signal to your amplifier? It says high-low converter or straight from an aftermarket stereo. Well, of course, to answer your question, it really just depends on if you've got a factory radio or an aftermarket radio. So some amplifiers have a high-level input circuit where it accepts low-level and high-level signal. So depending on the amp that you're using, you don't necessarily need a high-low adapter if you're using your stock radio. But of course, if you have an aftermarket radio, you would never want to use a high-low adapter. You would just want to use the preamp output out of the radio and go straight into
What happens if he
the
only
amplifier.
What happens if he only has one pre-out?
Well, if you only have one pre-out, I would probably recommend, if it was me, and I'm not trying to sell you anything, you could do whatever you like. I would buy a new radio. That's just my personal opinion. However, if you're on a budget or you just really love your single pre-out radio, you can use a high-low adapter in conjunction with your single preamp output, or you could even use two, and it's like you have front, rear, and sub now. No, but in all seriousness, you could use a high-low adapter. You could use some sort of EQ where you just take your single preamp output, go into an EQ that will give you front, rear, and sub output. There are a few different things that you can do to get around the fact that you only have a single pre-out. I guess if it was just me, I'd buy a new head unit. And if you have a car like Brendan's car where he has like a fully integrated radio with his AC controls and climate controls and all that good stuff on his Lexus, you're probably not going to want to change the radio in that car.
Well, you could always use like the LC7 because that has the AccuBase built in, right?
Yeah, and so like that's a great point, but depending on the vehicle that you're installing an aftermarket system to, you may want to consider doing a little bit more research because a lot of factory OEM radios actually have factory equalization issues that you'll run into. Like on a lot of vehicles, you'll start to turn up the volume on the radio and the bass rolls off. And so if you hook up an aftermarket amplifier because you want to add bass, well, guess what? That same signal that's rolling off is being sent to your aftermarket amplifier. And when you have a piece like an LC2i, as an example, or an LC7, that actually allows you to help combat issues like bass roll-off and equalization, where you can put back that into the signal, so that way you actually get some bass, amongst other things anyway, just to keep it really simple. Other than that, of course, like I said, aftermarket radio would be the best source of signal. Of course, if you're going to use a high-low adapter, just get the best one that you can really afford. The more premium the piece, the better. It's going to have built-in signal sensing turn-on, etc. Better preamp output voltage on the high-low. I mean, your cheap $14 high-low adapter is probably only going to give you like 200 millivolts. You go with something like an LC2i, you're probably going to get like 8 to 10 volts. So I mean, obviously that's going to be a big difference, but you're looking at like 14 bucks versus like $99. So get the best one you can afford. And other than that, I'm pretty sure that should hopefully answer your question, or anybody else that may have been wondering the exact same thing. Like always, Brendan's just working and not paying attention. But thank you for the question. Keep them coming, and make sure you click the like button regardless of what. Make sure you hit the like button and chomp on the like button.
Chomp on the
Give it a
like
chomp.
Chomp, chomp, chomp.
We'll see you later.